Hello, my name is Colleen O'Neill. I'm a fitness manager with the National Institute for Fitness and Sport. I'd like to invite you to practice gentle yoga with me today. Starting out in an easy seated position with spine upright, shoulders down and back, legs can either be crossed or extended. Breathing in and out of the nose, start to lengthen the breath from the pace of the day. In a cross-legged position, if you would like to bolster your legs, you can use blocks or pillows to support those legs. In any of those three positions, take your hands to heart center. Inhale, open the arms out to the sides, chest is lifted, and exhale, lengthen the exhalation from the pace of the day. Inhale, reach it out and open, and exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more cycle. Inhale, reach it out, and exhale, hands to heart. This time on the inhalation, reach the arms up. Take the palms together at the top. Exhale as you twist to one side, drawing the hands back to heart center. Do that again to the opposite side. Inhale up, palms together. Exhale and twist. And again to each side. Inhale up. Exhale and twist. And one more. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, twist. Inhale it up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let's take it to side bending. Take one hand down on your mat and inhale as you reach the opposite arm up and exhale it over, lifting up from your rib cage, stretching through the side of that body. Hold and breathe. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale and reach. And again, inhale, exhale, reach. And one more, inhale, and exhale, reach. And inhale down. And exhale, hands in front of knees or shins. Inhale, lift to a tall spine, slight arch. And exhale, round to seated cat. And again, lift the chest to cow. Exhale, round to cat. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. And inhale, lift to a tall spine. We're going to take it onto our hands and knees to quadruped. Place the hands below the shoulders and the knees below the hips. Stabilize through the spine so that it stays in neutral. Reach an arm out in front of you and the opposite leg back behind you. Foot is flexed, abdominals are strong, hips are stable. Hold and breathe like you're reaching from wall to wall. Take it down, restabilize, and switch sides. Leg reaches back, opposite arm reaches forward. Strong abdominals, neutral spine. Trying not to increase the arch or any rounding at the spine. Trying to keep the hips even. Keeping nice, full, strong breaths. Take the hand down and the knee down. Open up your knees a little bit wider and hinge back at the hips to child's pose. You may use a block to prop underneath your forehead or even back behind under your hips. Taking the hips toward the heels, reaching the arms out. You can either place your forehead on the block or on your mat. Relax your back, relax your hips, open your chest, reach the arms forward, feel length through the spine. Hold and breathe. Come up to all fours. Reach an arm out front and the opposite leg back. Stabilize once again through the core and draw the elbow in and out. Draw both elbow and knee in and out. Keeping that spine stable, not increasing the arch or rounding with those movements. And set them down. Once again, switch sides. Reach an arm and the opposite leg to the front and back. Hips are even, spine is stable. So not rounding and arching as you're moving, just keeping them exactly in place as much as possible. Exhale in, inhale, extend. Take that hand and knee down. Come back to child's pose. With or without the block. Come on up, tuck the toes under, inhale to prepare, and exhale up to downward dog. It's an inverted V. We're going to walk the dog, which is just bending, alternating knees, pressing opposing heels down and lengthening through the calves. Head really just hangs between those arms so that the body makes an inverted V. If you're comfortable, knees can be softly bent. Heels are pressing toward the floor, but don't worry about it if they don't touch. Come on down to hands and knees once again and stabilize with the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Reach one arm up and then reach it underneath the opposite arm. So your spine makes a little bit of a twist and your shoulder comes to a forward flexion. Reach it up and under again to thread the needle. While you're in thread the needle, that grounded arm that's resting can circle in each direction at the wrist and then open and close your hands to release any tense energy that's building up in those forearms or wrists. And switch sides. Reach the arm up And reach it under. And again, big reach up and under, circling that wrist. Little spinal twist, little flexion at the shoulder, and release tension that might be sitting in your hands and in your forearms. And untwist. Let's come back into child's pose. Hinge over the hips, knees are apart, arms outstretched, forehead can either be on block or mat. Feel it in your back and your hips. If you're comfortable, walk your hands to a diagonal left and hold. Feel it in that back, in those hips, and in the side of the body. And then walk it back to the center and out to a right diagonal. Reach and hold, feeling it in your side, back, and hips. And walk your hands back to the center and press yourselves up. Come to a seated position facing forward, legs extended. You can either keep both legs extended or bend one. Take that foot against the opposite leg. Tall spine, inhaling, and as you exhale, lowering the chest toward the thigh. So we want our spine to stay extended and not being rounded forward. Feeling it in your hamstring on the back of the thigh. You may feel it in your hip and lower back. But honoring the body and taking it to where you feel the sensation of that pose and holding it. Letting go of competition, letting go of judgment. Next inhalation, lift the chest, and exhale, twist toward that bent leg. One hand is behind the tailbone and the opposite is on that opposite thigh. Looking back, staying tall, being gentle in twisting, especially if you have lower back issues. On the next inhalation, reach up and then exhale, reach it forward to forward fold again. Reaching a little bit further if you're comfortable, but still leading from the chest. Feeling a little bit more length through those hamstrings, hips, and lower backs. And on the next inhalation, reaching up and exhale, twisting again toward that bent leg. If you wish to take it further, take that opposite hand on top of the hip. Hold and breathe. On the next inhale, untwist and exhale. Switch sides. Both or one leg can be extended and the opposite knee can be bent. Foot against the leg. On the next inhalation, prepare and exhale. Lower leading from the chest. Hold and breathe. Feeling length through that hamstring. Feeling it stretch the hip, possibly the lower back, but honoring the body. Next inhalation, lift, and exhale, twist toward the bent knee. One hand behind the spine and the other is opposite the thigh. Spine stays tall. Be gentle with twisting if you have any lower back issues. Hold and breathe. On the next inhalation, lift and reach. And exhale it forward, leading from the chest. Reaching a little bit further if you're comfortable while still honoring the body. Feel greater length through those hamstrings. Hold and breathe. Next inhalation, reach it up, and exhale, twist again to the bent knee. If you wish to take it further, you can reach that back hand toward the hip. Hold and breathe. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, arms down. Knees are bent. Hands come behind the thighs. Engage the core. Draw the belly in or brace it. Sit back. And you can let go and just hold in a sit back. Or if you wish to make it a little bit harder, you can lift the feet up to a half boat pose. Come back to easy seated position, either with legs crossed or extended, and round to ragdoll. Hands can either go on the forehead, or if you're comfortable, folding further forward, you can take your forehead to a block. Relax the neck and shoulders. Let the upper, middle, and back round. Allow ragdoll pose to be your counter stretch and just rest. Take hands down and press your spine back up. Take your hands back behind your thighs, brace the core, and sit back to either a sit back or a half boat. Feet can stay grounded or lift if you're comfortable, increasing the difficulty a little bit. If you wish to add another layer of difficulty, rotate the spine gently and center and rotate and center. Again, rotate, center, and rotate and center. And take it down. Round to ragdoll pose again. Hands can go on the forehead, or once again, forehead can come down to a block if you're comfortable. Round and stretch at the neck and shoulders, at the upper, middle, and lower back as a counter pose to those sit backs and half boats. Press the chest up. And let's move on to our backs. Hug both knees in toward the chest. Just feel it stretch that low back and hip. Circle the knees in one direction and circle in the opposite direction. Set the feet down, feet and knees hip distance apart. Set the palms down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you lift the hips off the floor. Shoulder blades draw back toward the spine. If you have healthy shoulders and you're comfortable, clasp the hands underneath you. Chest is open, hips are lifted, spine is extended. Legs are strong. Using both the hamstrings and quadriceps. Having that spinal extension come through the chest, not just the lumbar spine. Hold and breathe. Release the clasp and lower. Roll yourself over to your side and press yourselves back up to an easy seated position. Legs can either be bent or extended. Clasp hands in front of you and round through the spine, reversing that extension of the spine. Rotating the shoulder blades away from the spine, relaxing the neck, rounding at the middle and lower back as well. On the next inhalation, open the arms to the side and exhale them down to come into head tilts. Tilt your head to one side as though the ear were dropping toward the shoulder. Press the opposite arm and shoulder down. Just feel lengthening through that side of the neck. Hold and breathe. Lift and switch sides. Let that ear just drop toward the shoulder and press the opposite arm down. Hold and breathe. Lift the head back up and drop the chin toward the chest. Relax the back of the neck and the shoulders. Breathe nice and easy. Lift the head up and let's move back onto our backs. Hugging both knees into the chest. Once again, stretching that lower back. Set one leg down, either keeping it bent or extending it down. Stretch that hamstring. Inhale as you extend it up to where you're comfortable. Exhale as you draw that thigh a little bit closer to the chest. Hold and breathe. Flex and point that foot at the ankle. Mobilize it, circle it, and circle in the opposite direction. And then bend that knee, both shoulders down, and rotate it toward the opposite side. Gaze is in the opposite direction. that our leg is twisting toward. Hold and breathe. Relax and surrender into that twist. Be gentle if you have lower back issues. And gently untwist. Bring the other knee in toward the chest and either keep this one bent or extend it. Next inhalation, extend that leg up. Exhale, draw that thigh a little closer to the chest. Flex and point the foot. Mobilize and circle the ankle and in each direction. And flex it toward you. Bend the knee and twist it toward the opposite side. Both shoulders are down. And gaze at the hand of the extended arm. Sink into that twist. Relax the lower back and hip. Let go of any tension that is sitting there. And hold and breathe. Untwist, and once again, hug from underneath the knees, draw them toward the chest. Relax the lower back. Either hold knees to chest or come into happy baby pose. Knees will come to a 90-degree angle and feet parallel to the ceiling. Knees are apart. Either hold on to your calves or your feet. Allow the breath to come back down to a natural, comfortable cycle. Inhaling and exhaling at a depth and rate that is just restful to you, not directing it to be longer or deeper as we do during the active part of our yoga practice. Just breathe. Set the feet down and we'll come into final relaxation. You can either support the knees with blocks or pillows or bolsters or rolled up towels or blankets. Take the arms out down by your sides. Turn the palms up in a receiving position. So knees can be supported or resting right down on the mat. Continue breathing gently in and out of your nose. Again, not directing any particular length or depth. Let your mind be quiet. Let your body be still. Let go of surface thoughts and plans. Allow yourself to just be. Sink down into the mat and into the ground. Feel the breath moving into your nose, into your chest, and into your belly. Feeling it rise with each inhalation and just feeling it gently fall with each exhalation. Let the large muscles of your back and your hips and your legs just sink down into the mat and into the ground and feel connected. Let the small muscles of your shoulders and arms and legs sink down into the ground. Feel connected to the ground and connected to the earth. With each exhalation, imagine letting go of distracting or negative thoughts or thoughts that just don't serve you. Imagine letting them fall far below you. And then with each inhalation, Imagine drawing in peaceful and calm energy, positive, serene thoughts. And then with each exhalation, imagine allowing those peaceful and happy thoughts to just flow throughout your entire body and mind, flowing to your entire being. Continue this process, being open to all thoughts, good and fulfilling. Open. Invite. Allow. Relax. Relax. Let your mind be quiet. Let your body be still on those thoughts for a few more moments. When you're ready, slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees and roll over to one side. Stay on your side for a few breaths and start to lengthen and bring yourself back into a deeper breath. But stay relaxed. When you're ready, start to press yourselves up to an easy seated position. Take hands to heart center. Take a deep inhalation up and exhale, hands to heart center. And one more. Deep energizing breath up. And hands to heart. With great respect, I thank you for supporting the yoga program with NIFS. Relax and be well. Namaste.